Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie and I go by Mrs. Frugal Trash to Cash here on YouTube and also on Instagram. So with the help of yeah, I guess he is my Justin. With the help of my husband, Justin, we are full-time resellers. Our main platform is eBay, but we also sell on Poshmark, and we've been doing this for almost 3 years. And we completely support our family with reselling. Neither one of us have any other jobs. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. If you like this style video, hit the subscribe button. I put out about 2 videos a week. All right, so today I want to talk about sales and refreshing sales. So this is something I've been kind of working on tweaking over the last few months. So I wanted to do a large clear out of my clothes section. These boxes behind here are the oldest listing clothes. And so I had decided, I think the first sale I ran, the first 4 boxes, sorry, it's hard to decide how to point there. It's the opposite, but the first 4 rows of boxes, I decided to like put on clearance. And I ran the clearance. And the first week we were making sales like crazy out of there. You know, things were thinning down. I was so excited. I think I did a 50% off sale at the time. So then by the second week, we were selling a couple things, but not that much. And then by the third week, it was pretty much dead. And I was like, all right, well, so when I have older items listed, like stale listings, and I want to refresh them, I end the listing, then I hit sell similar and relist the item. And then it gets, as far as eBay is concerned, it's a brand new listing and it gets like way more eyes on it, especially the first few days it's listed. So I'm like, well, what if I do that for my sale items too? So I ended up just going in, selecting all the items that were on sale, ending those items, then going back, relisting those items, and then starting a new sale on those items. And lo and behold, they started selling again. So this is kind of something I've been doing a lot. So right now, you've heard me talk about it in the last many videos. I have a 50% off sale and a 70% off sale on clothing that I've been running for a while. And it once again was at that 3 or 4 week point from the last time I refreshed my sales. So yesterday I decided to go through and start the sales again, all over again. And I know like the items are thinning out, the less desirable ones are left, but I was like, oh, I'll still try it. And so I did it yesterday. I restarted all of my sales, and sure enough, I sold 6 items so far from those sales. So it definitely works. So I thought maybe I would show you how to do it if you're not familiar with it. All right, so I'm going to show you how I redo a sale. So I'm just in my active listings and I'm going to scroll through. I'm already on my 3rd page, I think, looking for my listings until I see the red coming up. These are all the shoes I put on sale. So I'm going to go through and select all of these shoes that I want to end my listings of and then relist essentially and restart the sale. So I'm gonna quickly select all these and then I'll show you what to do next. All right, so once I've selected all the shoes that were part of that sale, I'm gonna scroll up to the top. I'm gonna hit actions and hit end listings. So now it's ending all of these listings and they're gonna end up in my unlisted folder, which when I do this, I always make sure my unlisted folder is empty. Like if I've recently deleted things that sold on Poshmark, I make sure I empty it beforehand. Then now you're gonna go to the unsold, it's unsold, not unlisted, sorry. Unsold tab. And there it is. There was 90 shoes. So I'm gonna click on actions, which selects them all, and then I'm gonna hit the sell similar button. So when it relists these, it's going to list all of these shoes at their original price. So click up there, that does it all, and hit submit all 90. Hit submit again. And now they are going to be relisted. Hit done. So now if I go into my active listings, I'm going to make sure that they're where they're supposed to be, which is relisted. All right, let's scroll down. Yep, there they all are. All the shoes have been relisted. So now I want to go to my unsold folder and just delete these so I don't accidentally, try to delete them all. So I just hit the select all button, go to actions, and then hit delete, and which empties them out. So here I am on the promotions, under marketing, under promotions. So these are all the promotions I currently have going on. There's my 50 and 70% off clothing sale, a 5% off coupon, a 10% off coupon. And this was my previous shoe sale, 20% off. And when I made this sale on July 6th, which is like 2 weeks ago, there was 110 items. So that tells me I've sold 20 items, 20 pairs of those shoes from my previous sale. So I'm just going to go over here, hit the drop down, and hit end sale. I mean, it doesn't really matter because there's nothing left in that sale because I closed everything out, but just in case. Then we're going to come over here and go down to sale and event markdown. I'm going to run them at a 20% off sale again. So you change that, then hit the select button. And then I want to select the items I want in this sale. So I'm going to hit select items. All right, so when you come to this page to select your items, I click on here, days on site, and filter to items that have been on for 0 days, and that will bring your newest listings up. Just to warn you, it does sometimes take a few minutes for these listings to load. Sometimes I will go in and the newly listed items that I just ended aren't showing up yet. So I just kind of hit the days on site button off and on, and it will take me to the oldest and then the newest until they all load. But they're all loaded now. So I'm literally going to go down and select all the shoes that I want to put in this sale. And they're all the ones I just relisted. All right, so as you can see, it says I have 90 items selected. So that means I've got all the shoes. So I hit confirm selection. At this point, you can scroll through and double check if you want, but I know since there's 90, then I'm correct. I hit save and review. And then up here is where I change it that I want the sale to start now. It will take a couple minutes for it to kick in, but I want it to start immediately. Then you can choose like what photo you want. Sometimes I do my logo, sometimes I do shoes. You have to do a description of the event. So I'm just gonna say, save 20% off shoes. And then all you do is hit launch. And that now redoes all of the listings. Now, the one warning I want to give is, if you have very few extra insertion-free listings a month, you might not want to do this often because it will use up new insertion-free listings. So say you get 200 insertion-free listings this month, you list 170 new items, but then you relist and sell similar 40 new items. It's going to charge you insertion fees for that. That was 10 items. 10 items over that you went. I have, I guess, is it a level 2, level 3 store? I don't know. I have whatever the store is that costs $59.95 a month. And I can list up to 10,000 items. And I don't list anywhere near them. So I can continuously hit sell similar and redo items. But if you have a smaller amount of listings, the level below me is 1,000. But if you don't list anywhere near that much a month and you don't have that many listings in your store renewing every month, then you might be fine. But I just wanted to show you this trick that I do to help boost sales when I am running a clearance sale in my store. So I already packed up 2 pairs of shoes from Poshmark. I will put both of them on the screen so you can see them and talk about the comps. The Dr. Scholl's one we paid they sold for $17. And the Steve Madden one sold for $23. We paid $246 for the Steve Madden. The Dr. Scholl's were in a big lot that's already been paid for. And like I said, you'll see what they sold for on the screen. Now we're going to do eBay. First item was one of the sale items. So didn't sell for much at all. It is an orange Harley Davidson t-shirt. It was from like a local Harley Davidson place. It sold for an offer of $4. I know, people, I'm rich. And it was part of that large $400 buyout I did a long time ago. So I have just been trying to get all of those items out of my inventory. So I'm happy to have it gone. The next item is this gorgeous Tahari wool blend like cape sweater. This was not in the sale. This was a full price using my 5% off coupon item. So it sold for $40.84, and we bought it at the 99-cent sale. So that's going to be a really nice profit. All right, what's next? Oh, a pair of Lucky brand jeans. Normally the men's Lucky brand jeans go decently. I don't know what it was about this one, but I've had it forever. So it was also in the sale. Let's see. It sold for $11.87, and we paid $2.57 on it. So it's not going to be that great of a profit, but you'll see it on the screen. These are going to Las Vegas, so it will be cheaper for me to put it in a padded flat rate envelope than it would for me to send it any other method. Up next, I just accepted an offer on these. They're new at Tags red Dana Buckman dress pants that I grabbed on 99-cent day. Someone sent me a $15 offer. I sent them back a $16.99 offer. They sent me back a $16 offer, and I accepted to end it. So, you know, a decent, we'll definitely make my goal of at least a $10 profit on 99-cent items. Up next is this vintage sweatshirt. I got it for free. It said Dallas on it. And it was a cool looking sweatshirt, but it had a bunch of stains on it that I could not get out. So it sold for $3.51. Luckily, we had no buy cost into it. All right, that's good. Oh, up next is this horse. And this horse is going to Australia. And listen, hang on. When you pull its leg, it makes noises. I've had it for a while. Bought it at the bins. Knew it wasn't really worth that much, but it was just cute. And I felt like rescuing it. So, like I said, it's going to Australia. So it's going to the eBay shipping hub in California. So let's see. It sold for $11.99. I paid $1.59 for it. I guess since it has a long way to go, I'm going to give it some bubble wrap and try to make it that the leg doesn't get engaged the entire time, and run the battery down and make that noise. So I'll wrap them the other. Oh, the tape didn't stick. Instead, it stuck to my poly mailer that was laying on the table. All right, we'll wrap it the other way too. And then I'll just put paper around it in the box. I mean, it's not really a fragile item. I'm more concerned with the sound on it playing. All right, fits perfectly in there. Let's get a thank you sticker. And I'm going to grab some paper. This is the crumpled paper box. I have nice, flat, non-ripped paper, and then I keep a box of crumpled paper. All right, that should fit in there nicely. Let's throw it on the scale. Perfect, under 2 pounds, which is what I had put in. So it's good to go. The next two sales I'll put up on the screen now were 2 sets of weights. These sold in the middle of the night. They were both Gold's gym weight plates. The 4 10-pound set sold for $69.34. We paid $12. And the 4 or 5-pound set sold for $36.09. And we made a $6 profit, and the same person bought both of them. Up next is this Chico's. It was like a faux suede jacket. It's really nice, and it wasn't that small of a size, but I've had it forever. I mean, I guess maybe it would have sold as we got into fall more, but I put it in my sale because honestly, I just like to move stuff. You know that. I have to grab a bag. Sorry, I'm running off camera. I'm just an anxious person. I like my fast nickel as opposed to my slow dime. I don't like stuff sticking around. I mean, I watch videos of people, they're like, oh, I've had this in my inventory for 4 years and it's sold. That's fine. If that's what makes you happy. I can't. I like things to be moving. I want everything moving out, preferably in less than a year. All right, so we got that jacket folded up. Let's see, how's it going? Padded flat right envelope because it's going to Texas. Right, and then, oh, these dog leashes. So I found, oh my gosh, a long time ago, we found tons of new with tags, Life is Good items at the bins. There was t-shirts, there was hats, and I bought 3 sets of these matching dog collar and leashes. The first 2 sets sold for close to $30, and they sold so quickly. And then I have had these sets forever, like this one last set. It just is not selling, and it's been sitting there forever. I keep lowering the price, sending out offers. I figured, sorry, I know that's loud. I figured it was going to end up out at our garage sale shortly, and then finally someone bought it. Just trying to figure out how I wanted to wrap that up. Maybe a piece of paper. So how much did we pay for that by weight? 70 cents, I do believe. Yeah, 70 cents, and it sold for $14.99. Okay, that does fit in there, but I have to bend it a little. All right, stick a thank you label. I just stick it on the flap of the box under 12 ounces, so that's good. We have another sale item, Chico's Traveler's Top. Let's see, this one sold for $10.45, and I paid 99 cents for it. And then up next is this Catherine's plus size shirt. This is a newer item. It hasn't been listed too long. I had it listed for $22.99. The buyer sent me an offer of $19.99, and I accepted since I only had 99 cents in it. All right, 12, perfect. All right. Oh, then another horse. Yeah, so funny. 2 horses to 2 different buyers at one time. So this little horse is like front legs bent, but he's just plastic. Justin just picked him up at the bins because he thought he was cute. And we've had him for quite a while, so I was glad he sold. He only cost 24 cents at the bins. All right, hold your ears. And he sold for $8.99. We'll get another piece of paper. So yeah, horse items normally do sell well, especially Breyer horse items, the like older ones. So definitely be on the lookout for those. And Google Lens is a great way to look the individual items up to see the exact styles and stuff. All right, we sold a pair of Reef flip-flops. I do believe Justin got these. They're just men's basic. They don't, sometimes they have the bottle openers on the bottom. These aren't. These are just very, very basic men's Reef flip-flops. They sold for $17.99, and we bought them at the bins for 91 cents. The only time I use bubble wrap, oh, wow, it does that when it gets to the end, on shoes is when I'm putting them just in a poly bag. These shoes weigh less than a pound. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. So they'll go in a poly bag. So I just put a little bubble wrap on them just to help them out a little bit. And then after this, oh, it's another pair of shoes. We're in shoe territory now. I finally sold, I think it's my second pair of Zara shoes. If you remember, we went to the 99-cent sale, if you've watched some of my old videos, and they had brand new with tag Zara shoes. These ones were so cool with platform. I wonder if these are being purchased for back to school because, you know, it is that time. of the year. I feel like I remember last year in August selling tons of shoes. So these shoes sold for full price using my 5% off coupon. So they paid $33.24. And like I said, we only paid 99 cents for them. So the profit will be on the screen. All right, up next is another sale item. This is very pretty, super soft Lucky brand sweater, but I did list it probably in like March, so people were getting into summer clothes. So it made it into my sale. Let's see, it's sold for, oops, that bag's not big enough. Hang on. It's sold for $6.55. We paid 99 cents. Then the next thing is a, is it a P? No, it's Xbox 360, wow. Xbox 360 Fender Stratocaster wired rock band guitar. Unfortunately, it's the one that doesn't come apart. It does not disconnect. So Justin is out building a box in the garage to ship that. That will go UPS ground. It's like 3 feet long, the box, and with the surcharges for extra items on USPS, yes, that's the post office. Wow. Sorry, making sure. I always confuse UPS and USPS because their initials are almost the same. Wow. Okay, moral to my story. The guitar sold for $42. We had $5 into it. It's going all the way to Oregon, but it still only cost $14.53 to send it. And our last item are these men's Colhan slip-on shoes. They were called like a pebble finish because they're a little bit bumpy. They're the Nike Air collab. These sold for $38.99, and we had $3.38 into them. I'll show the profit on the screen. All right, I'm going to get these all packed up, and then I'll come back and tell you what the total profit were for all these sales. All right, everything's been packed up, and it's on its way to the post office right now, courtesy of Justin. We sold 20 items total. It was 18 on eBay and 2 on Poshmark, and this was for a 24-hour period. And our total profits was $298.28. So close to being a $300 day. Love $300 days because if you do the math, if you sell $300 a day, you're making over $109,000 a year in profit. And for us, that would be awesome. And obviously, everybody runs their business differently. You see, we have tons of small sales, and they all add up. There are people out there that will say not to sell, it's not worth your time to sell small items. It takes so long to pack. As you can see, most of my small sales were all clothes, and I slid them in a bag. They were, done in 5 seconds. And obviously I didn't list those clothes thinking that I was only going to make a couple dollars profit, but that's how it ended up for those few items. But we take the high with the low. Obviously the Tahari sweater made us a great profit. The weights, the couple pairs of shoes we sold. So it all evens out in the end, and it's about the total numbers at the end of the year, not, your best sales. But yeah, if you're someone that only wants to sell items to make a high profit, that's awesome. I wish I could find more of those kind, but we take the highs and the lows in our household, and we're grateful for all of our sales. Thank you so very much for watching. Please hit the thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave them below. I always respond to my comments unless they're really mean. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.